Lesson: Ethical Concerns in Emerging Privacy Technologies. Ethical concerns in emerging privacy technologies represent a critical dimension of contemporary information privacy discourse, where the rapid advancement of AI, big data, and IoT brings both unprecedented opportunities and significant ethical challenges. Professionals in the field must navigate these complexities with a nuanced understanding of privacy implications and ethical considerations, utilizing practical tools and frameworks to uphold data protection and individual rights. Emerging privacy technologies, while promising enhanced data management, pose ethical dilemmas primarily centered on consent, transparency, and accountability. For instance, AI-driven data analytics can predict consumer behavior with remarkable precision, but often operate as black boxes, obscuring the decision-making processes. This lack of transparency raises concerns about the unintended biases embedded within algorithms, which can perpetuate discrimination and inequality. A practical approach to mitigating such risks involves implementing algorithmic transparency tools, such as explainable AI frameworks, which render AI decision-making more interpretable and accountable. These frameworks empower organizations to audit AI systems, ensuring they comply with ethical standards and do not inadvertently harm protected groups. Privacy by design is a foundational framework that embeds privacy within the architecture of new technologies from the outset. This proactive approach mandates that privacy considerations are integral to the design and operation of IT systems, networked infrastructure, and business practices. PBD principles urge organizations to prioritize data minimization, user-centric privacy controls, and robust data protection mechanisms. For example, deploying differential privacy techniques can safeguard individual data points while still allowing for meaningful data analysis. Differential privacy introduces noise to datasets, ensuring that statistical outputs do not compromise individual privacy, thus exemplifying the PBD ethos in practice. The Internet of Things introduces unique privacy challenges due to the pervasive nature of connected devices, which continuously collect and transmit data. Ethical concerns arise from the potential for unauthorized surveillance and data breaches, exacerbated by the lack of standardized security protocols. Professionals can address these issues by leveraging frameworks such as the IoT Trust Framework, which outlines best practices for device security, data lifecycle management, and privacy protection. Implementing this framework involves a multi-layered approach to security, including strong authentication measures, encryption, and regular security updates to mitigate risks and build consumer trust. Big data analytics, while invaluable for deriving insights and driving innovation, often involve processing vast amounts of personal data, raising ethical questions about consent and data ownership. The General Data Protection Regulation provides a legal framework that emphasizes individual consent, data portability, and the right to be forgotten. Professionals can operationalize these principles by deploying consent management platforms that facilitate clear, informed consent from users and provide them with control over their data. CMPs offer practical tools for managing user preferences, ensuring compliance with regulatory standards, and fostering transparent data practices. Case studies highlight the practical application of these frameworks in addressing ethical concerns. For instance, a leading healthcare provider implemented a PBD approach to develop a new patient data management system. By incorporating data anonymization techniques and user-friendly privacy settings, the system enhanced patient trust and reduced the risk of data breaches. Similarly, a global tech company adopted XAI tools to audit its AI-driven recruitment algorithm, identifying and rectifying gender biases in hiring decisions, thereby promoting fairness and inclusivity. Statistics further underscore the urgency of addressing ethical concerns in privacy technologies. A study by the Pew Research Center found that 79% of Americans are concerned about how companies use their data, highlighting the need for transparent and ethical data practices. Furthermore, research indicates that organizations that prioritize ethical data practices experience enhanced customer loyalty and competitive advantage. A report by Accenture revealed that 62% of consumers are more likely to purchase goods and services from companies that protect their data privacy. To effectively address ethical concerns in emerging privacy technologies, professionals should adopt a multifaceted approach that integrates ethical frameworks, practical tools, and stakeholder engagement. Engaging with stakeholders, including consumers, regulators, and industry peers, is crucial for developing policies and practices that balance innovation with ethical responsibility. Collaborative efforts, such as industry consortia and public-private partnerships, can drive the development of standardized ethical guidelines and best practices, fostering a culture of trust and accountability. In conclusion, ethical concerns in emerging privacy technologies demand a sophisticated and proactive approach, leveraging practical tools and frameworks to safeguard privacy and uphold ethical standards. By integrating algorithmic transparency, privacy by design, and IoT trust principles, professionals can navigate the complexities of AI, big data, and IoT, ensuring that technological advancements serve the greater good without compromising individual rights. Through continued engagement with stakeholders and adherence to ethical guidelines, the privacy profession can lead the way in building a more secure and equitable digital future.